Hi guys, welcome everyone. Creative Lori here. I'm on live and we're going to talk decor. I haven't been on for decor really that much at all, and I do regret it, but I had so much going on, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But I just wanted to talk about what I'll be doing coming up for decor. I've actually already taken down my Valentine's stuff and I've started putting up some springtime things. And hi Anna. Anna, you I'm trying to get in a better mood, so I thought what better thing to do than to talk decor. And thank you for the thumbs up. So I have been gone for quite some bit, and then I do have a jewelry channel which I've been on there very frequently, and I've been selling jewelry there and on this channel, and I only do it because sometimes I can't get on my jewelry channel and I can't get on via my phone, which is a little bit clearer as far as like it's not freezing up much, you know. So I do lose a lot of subs because I come on doing jewelry, but it's not my intention. It's still a decor channel, and I'm going to be doing more decor, obviously. So the things that I have, I know, huh? Hi, Becky. So the things that I have planned are a couple of things. First and foremost, I'm having to work on my, sorry, I have my chair here. That broke like 2 months ago. I fell on it. Like I was sitting and it just gave out because the leg was all wiggly. Do you guys remember that? Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. So I need to start pulling the carpet tomorrow in the family room. And I think I'm caught up with my invoices except for a couple, and I'll be packing tomorrow, but I'll be taking breaks and working on my family room right next to me and pulling up the carpet and padding so that I can start the process that I had done in the living room, which leads me to my next video. I will be talking about, or I have videos done, except I need to do an intro to the video explaining the cost of my floors in the living room, which I really like. It's so much easier and cleaner with animals. Hi, Francis. Thanks for joining me, guys. So, because come spring, my schedule being a home stager, I'm gonna be really busy, and I can't really get things done as easily. So I'm going to be pulling the carpet by myself. It's so easy if you guys are ever thinking about doing it. It's such a blessing, and it's because it makes things so much cleaner not having a rug or carpeting. Good. I mean, I can't tell you how great it is, especially if you have animals. You know, the hair and everything. The only thing I would say is when you have carpet, the dust bunnies, the hair hides a little bit better in the rug, but that's gross, right? So you have to be really good about sweeping, and I like to mop. Two of my old dogs have had accidents, and so it's great though for things like that. So all I do is I have a big industrial size mopping bucket, and I just change out my mop every couple of months. I just get inexpensive ones at Walmart, and I sweep, then I mop. But I will say it is easier if you have less furniture, which is where I'm going with this decor thing too. I still love farmhouse. I still love neutral colors and white and creams, but I'm gonna be probably adding a little more woods into the mix. And so I'm getting rid of some stuff and just to make it easier so I can move furniture around, sweep, push it back, mop, and or sweep, mop, then push it back, you know. And I mean, my dad and I both love how the floors turned out. They're just clean, they're easy. So I can't wait to do that video. I know I'm not going to do it tomorrow because I really kind of need to concentrate on packages that I need to get out for my dad's jewelry, and then starting on the carpet and pulling it up, because I'm going to be doing the family room. Then I'm going to start working on my room and kind of reorganizing that. I'm probably going to pull the carpet in there too. And I'm going to be starting on the stairwell and pulling that carpet up too. Oh, oh my God. That's also another thing I was going to talk about on here, Becky. Like, I have so much furniture that I'm selling, and a lot of the Craigslist people, when I post stuff, are so flaky. Or they want to, they want to get it for like nothing, you know. I mean, the prices are cheap as it is, and then they want to get it for nothing. Like I get offended because it's like these people kind of jerk you around, and oh no, I'm not going to come out. Then they change their mind. Oh no, I do want it. And it's like days later, you know, or a week later, and then they come out and they're like, they try to pinpoint things. Oh, I don't, you know, has this scratch. You talked about the other scratch, but you didn't mention this scratch. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, here's a furniture pen. You won't be able to see it. Hi, Linda. Low and lower, yes. So that is my tip. When you sell things on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, wherever you sell, or if you sell at flea markets, and you can't go higher. So you got to set it to a fair price that's maybe not high where everyone else is, but maybe not low, you know, definitely not low. So that way there's a little bit of wiggle room. And sorry, you guys. I still have a weird cough. There's a little bit of wiggle room to kind of, you know, finagle with one another. You know, if they buy more than just one thing, then great. You know, I'll give them a deal. I work deals with them. I mean, I have so many things that they could pick from. I've got pictures, artwork, you name it, like big decor pieces. I'm not talking like little tchotchkes, you know, big pieces. So when they show interest in buying 2 or 3 items, I keep getting notices here, and I don't know who it's from actually. Oh well. So yeah. So when people actually do come out, I would say 99% of the time they do buy, because I don't live like right off the beaten path. You have to kind of drive in, and you know, they're like, oh, we didn't even know there were houses out here. And so they usually are really kind of committed when they come out here. But there are those few people who will come out and they're tire kickers and they want it for free. So right now I have 1, 2, 3 dining tables and 4 chairs. So they're Parson chairs that could go with one of the set. I thought about even selling my own Parson chairs. I went lower on asking price, got what I wanted in the first place. They do this at Target. Yeah, so sometimes what I'll do too, Linda, is no one will bite on something, right? And this is like the oldest trick in the book. And no one will bite on the piece, and then I take it down for like a day or two, and then I'll repost it, and then I put it for a higher price. And then it sells. It's so weird how that works, you know? And sometimes people will say, you know, like, I noticed that you took it down. I thought I got sold, you know, I thought it was a little bit less. No, I realized I had more money into it, which most of the time is true. Because a lot of the things I do sell you know, there's nothing wrong with them. It's usually just me having moved it back and forth from one house to the next as a home stager. So I have one, two, three tables. One is wrought iron, but in like a muted soft gold. The other one is wood. It's beautiful. They all have glass tops. Then the third one is that deep espresso mahogany, more modern wood, and it's round. It's beautiful. I have that in a model home for a long time. And I have 4 Parson chairs. I am going to be putting covers over them. And they're going to go with one of the table if they pick, like, or if they don't want the chairs. They don't have to take the chairs. You know, it's up to them. But I have 4 chairs for these tables. And the glass, it's either round or a square. So I have 3 tables. I have, let's see, what else? Lots of glass. In fact, oh my gosh, I'd like to get rid of the glass because it's heavy and I've hurt myself with it before. What else do I have? I have tons of lamps, tons of artwork, a ton of artwork. Big artwork too, big pieces. Arrangements, just art pieces, you know, decor pieces, you name it. So I have end tables. I'm looking at one right here. I've got 1, 2, I think, yeah, 3 sets of end tables right now. No, 4. One is like more for like a bedroom and so on, but the rest are like, you know, for your space, like your family room or something. They could be used in a bedroom too, but so much stuff. Oh, okay, I know who that is now. Okay. Anyways, so if you guys live in California, Northern California, come visit me. We'll set up a meeting. You can come look at the pieces. And my prices are really pretty good, actually. And usually I do bundles, you know. I'll say, okay, you want this table, you want these lamps, you want that artwork. Okay, how about, you know, this price? And I have had people come back getting things. They're like, we love it. You know, do you have this? Do you have that? And I just happen to have these pieces right now in my living room because I was working on the catio that's in the garage. That's another thing I have to finish. And we pulled out all of the furniture into the living room because if I didn't do that, then because I can't open the garage anymore, it's become a catio in there. It's like an indoor-outdoor space for my kitties, and they love it. They can hide in all these different totes at different levels. They jump and run. They hide. I've got scratching posts in there. I've got some walls put up, but we need to finish. So that's another thing that I would like to finish this spring. And I want to get, I would like to get a glass door, because right now it's just like a storm door to the outside. And I want extra light, like I have windows on the garage on the top. Then I have a huge window on the big part of their catio area. What's the whole garage is a catio. And but I would like just a little more lighting, natural lighting for them. And then, you know, like when it's winter time, and then spring and summer and fall, they can go in and out, and it's all enclosed on the outside, like a dog run, but it's enclosed. That's the part we need to finish building. So that will have to be done in the spring. I'm gonna try to get cyclone fencing off of Craigslist for either free or very cheap. And then, you know, sometimes you have to buy the posts because they're like in the cement. I'm not going to dig those up. But you can buy them cheap at Home Depot or whatever. And I'm hoping to get a door, a glass screen door, to add more light off of Craigslist. And what was the other thing? It has made a huge difference in my house, though, with the cats being in the catio versus here. I've only kept the old cats, Midnight and Sarah, for the most part, in my house. Everyone loves it in the catio. sometimes I let them in, they go out, they come in, they go out. So it's kind of nice, you know, and having tenants, it's alleviating that all these kitties in the house too. Plus, have you guys noticed you haven't heard Meatball howling in the background because she likes it out in the catio. So it's been really great and positive. Yeah, and so I wish you guys lived here. And I'm missing your comments. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Selena. Hi, Michelle. You need 2 floor lamps. Oh, I have floor lamps. Let's see. I have, let's see here. Well, I gave one to my friend Tamika because she just moved back up from Southern California to Northern. That was a beautiful one, too. Yeah, I have to look. But Linda, if you live in Northern California, email me. Come visit me. I'm drinking tea with lots of water with lots of lemon in it. And I've got my little Day of the Dead kitty on it. So, what else do I have? So, like most of the stuff that's like rustic, I like rustic and woods and antiques, and I like modern though too. I had a magazine that I was keeping out. Oh, I put it away. And I wanted to show you guys, it's kind of really my style. It sums up California really well. And I have always associated that decor with California, what I really like. It's basically what I like now, but it's more, I don't know. It's not boho. I still love farmhouse, but there's just more woods in it, you know. I have a big, it's like a 3x3 ottoman. And we used to have dinner parties and we'd all eat on it and everything. So the cats have kind of ruined it because it was vinyl and I had glass on top. Well, anytime the cats walk on the glass, you see their little, you know, footprints. So I'm getting rid of the glass and I'm going to be building it. So I'm going to take off the material and the padding and build wood all around it, and maybe put a bottom and have the top hinge open so I can have it for storage. But I also have another coffee table that I really like. My dad refinished it, and it's this beautiful ornate metal, and it's like a slate color, and then it's like natural wood on top, and it's a smaller, narrow, rectangular one. So it's really cool. So I'm kind of torn between the two. But the other one is trashed from the kitties. They just used it as a scratching point, you know, on the corners. And I really would like to have it woods. In fact, I'll get up in a second and I'll show you how I kind of want it to look like, because the magazine is in the front room. So there's that. I want to finish my mantle with wood. I got free wormwood, vintage wormwood off of Craigslist, and I went to go pick it up in a nearby town, Davis. And I heard the story about the wood. It was really kind of a sad story, but it comforts me knowing that I have it now, and I'll always remember, you know, the story. But I'm going to build a box frame around my, you know, generic sheetrock mantle. It's really shallow. And then I'm going to put this wormwood into it, so it just has a more, you know, organic, natural look. And that wood is very expensive, and I got it for free. So I think my dad found the ad, and he's like, go get it. And I think I got it like 2 years ago. I may have had it 3 years now. I've been meaning to use it, but they had their whole fireplace wall done in that wormwood. So that's one of the things I want to do, adding that wood element. And then I want to do the coffee table. I'm going to be the first thing though is pulling the carpet in and the padding in the family room over here. Then I need to sand and grind the cement foundation, patch the floor, sand it again, and you clean it, and then you stain it to match the front room. So that's the other thing I want to do within like a couple of weeks, because spring is basically here for us, and my thing keeps sliding down, and I need to get on top of things now. Then I want to also work in my yard. It's like there's so many projects. So I thought, do I film all of this? Would people find this interesting, me building this coffee table and so on? The stain dries almost instantly. Well, not instantly. I would say within an hour to 2 hours. We literally waited like 45 minutes and we put a second coat on it. But that was in, let me think, September. So it was warm. So it dried really quickly. But then my dad just did it. Yeah. My dad, we didn't even follow all the rules, to be honest. And I'll grab the paint chip sample of the stain we used. We basically skipped a couple of steps because my dad's a contractor and he's painted all his life, and there was just, I felt like some steps that we could kind of skip, and I don't recommend it, but for us, we were on a time constraint and we had to get it done because I had a new tenant moving in, I think the end of the month, and we had 1 week to get it all done. It was a lot of work. It's such a big room too. We had to move all the furniture. We had to get all the cats over to this side of the house, or in the back part of the house. But even with the cats, I mean, it dried in like 45 minutes. Like I had tenants coming down the stairs and walking out to the front, walking over it, like half an hour, 40 minutes after we painted. So then we went back and did a second coat. And then you're supposed to put a top coat, but I was, I don't know if you guys have ever been in like Home Depot or Lowe's, and they have that very glossy flooring. Well, it's slippery, and I know me, I would fall. So, I wear flip-flops pretty much year-round. If I spilt water, or anyone, or like an animal had an accident and we stepped in it, it's kind of like a liability, so I didn't put the top coat. It was so inexpensive. I think the paint was $79 for, I think it was a 10-gallon bucket that we bought, and we mixed it. So we mixed what we had left. No, we bought 4 cans. Yeah, 4 cans. So 4 5-gallon cans. So that's 20 gallons. Okay. So when we finished the front room and we were almost done with the front room, and we got the paint for the second room, we just mixed it all so it would all be cohesive coloring. And man, I just love it. And when I mop it, it smells so clean, like after a rain outside, on cement. It smells like that. I really love it. And I think it literally cost us like $79 for the paint. And we had to buy some cement spackle. And then we didn't use a cleaning solvent that they had suggested. We, as a degreaser, just use, what did we use? TSP and a little vinegar and warm water. And that was it. And it got up all the grime. And then we went over with regular water, mopping it and getting that off. It just kind of dissipates. So we really didn't have to do that step, but we did. And then we started painting it. Like, we let it dry. We ate, lunch, and we went back, and I started cutting in. I didn't even replace the baseboards. I left them as is, and there is about 1/8 of an inch to I would say 1/4 of an inch, no, 1/8 of an inch from the bottom of the baseboard to the floor, and doesn't bother me. Actually, I can get the broom underneath it and get everything. I didn't have to replace my baseboards. Didn't have to worry about it. This was like the cheapest, most convenient option for myself, the household, my finances, and what I could do in a short amount of time. I'm really surprised we pulled it off. So that's next. and I know my dad wants to help, but it is a lot of work. So I'm going to get up the whole carpet and padding by myself. I got most of it up by myself in the other big room. Um, but it requires me moving the furniture either into the dining area here or into the front room. I've been here all along. Hi, Harry Potter. I've been here, it's just that I haven't done any decor stuff. And I wanted to explain why, because I've been really busy with jewelry. This past year has been I've been very consumed with selling my dad's jewelry. My dad had 2 surgeries in, I don't know, within like 8 months, I think, span. I refractured my foot last year, and I was off for a month and a half. And then I had to catch up with work. I mean, it was just so much going on. I was trying to raise money for my dad's cat pork chop because he needed surgery. And it was not like, you know, a couple $100 or $2,000. I mean, it was like $5,500, I think the total was. It was a little bit cheaper than that because they didn't have to do the full surgery. Then my other cat needed a blood transfusion. She had a really low, like anemia, but she was dangerously low. So there was a lot of financial stuff. I have mold at my other house that my dad lives in. We haven't addressed it yet. When we first tested it, it didn't say that it was mold. Then the second time, it was questionable, and I said, "That's it. Let's just close it off." And so we just closed off that bathroom, and we haven't dealt with it yet. Oh, pork chop is doing really good. Sorry, I just had some more cottage cheese boats. I take fresh jalapenos and I devein them and take the seeds out, and then I put cottage cheese in it, and then some pepper on top, and I had another whole jalapeno. That's so good. And the beginning of this year has been kind of sad. A lot has already happened. My aunt died. A fellow YouTuber, well, she was a subscriber, but everyone knew her. Kim Webster died. And that was a few days after my aunt. And then my dear friend, I could say her name now. She told me I could. Vanessa, she's a YouTuber, and her husband passed away after battling cancer since like the summertime. And it's hard for me to talk about because I will start crying again, so I'm not going to. But I have been crying a lot, you know, over the losses, and I just feel like so much has happened in such a compacted time. So that's why I've been doing everything but decor. Actually, I have decorated my house for Christmas, for fall, Christmas, Valentine's Day. I did decorate for summer, and I never did my videos. Hey, hey Maria. I talked to Maria today. How are you? So I had so much like going on, and today's our holiday, by the way, Maria. Or tomorrow, sorry. Tomorrow, your tomorrow, or your today, our tomorrow, is President's Day holiday. So a lot of people have tomorrow off, and so I thought, you know, what better way to kind of get back into things for decor. And I had kind of a sad few days, and so I thought I would come on here and say, hey, I haven't gone anywhere. I've been doing jewelry, but I haven't been doing decor to show you guys, but that's all gonna change. Oh, I know that. First morning. So it is 9 something here. I can't see the clock. Let's see, I did the same thing. Oh, my Christmas filming was lost. Oh no. And I had trouble actually uploading some of my videos, so I just kind of gave up. It was past the holiday at some point, you know? Ugh, so frustrating. I'm going to show you guys what I bought. Specifically, $6.15. Oh, gosh. And you have to get ready for work, huh? These are the things I bought that Maria, I was telling you about. It's called Tomato Rocket. And they're like these little pods. And you can soak them. And it's just like a head start. So they grow a little bit quicker. And I didn't want to buy plants because sometimes I buy plants and they grow big and I get tomatoes, but then they never ripen. And so I think my pots were diseased and I kept using the same pots. So now I have different pots that I'll be using. And I bought this tomato rocket, which is a pod, and I'll show you. It was just $1. Well, let's see. Oh, it's like a, ooh, I can see it sprouting, you guys. I gotta open it, now I wanna look at it. Okay, it's like, very interesting. So it's like a rolled up, thing of, like, you could see the little sprouts on there. Isn't that cool? So I can cut it and put it into different pots. That's pretty cool. So you're supposed to soak it, and oh no, you're supposed to put the whole roll. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I've never used this before. So I'll be doing that. I've saved my coffee grinds and some eggshells to start doing that. Hi Pat, yes, I'm live again. Let's see. It is, what channel is the benefit auction on the February 22nd? Adam, it will be on Steals and Deals. The ladies like Gianna, Cindy Jewelry Nurse, Kathy Valentine, Cindy Porter, Just Sandy will all be coordinating it. And then anyone who wants to come on to sell some items to donate, because I think it's going to be hard to send jewelry to the ladies and then sort through it and, you know, get it there in time. So, but it's the 22nd on Steals and Deals. And I think she said it was going to be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, but don't quote me on the time because they were still trying to figure that part out. Let's see, spring is the best time. I love planting things. There's so much hope in I know. I feel like it's hope. We have new hope. It's rebirth. We all have, like, I feel like it starts New Year's Day. We have a clean slate. I mean, it's just another day, right? But it's the idea of, like, we have a clean slate, a new year to look forward to, and new possibilities, you know, new adventures, and then spring hits, and then it's like really a rebirth and of the trees and shrubs, and you know, Easter's there, and so I mean, it's really one of my favorite times. It really is. I love planting, and so I'm gonna be doing that and filming me do my backyard. I haven't done that in like 2 years. Then I got a little basil, sweet basil one, and I didn't see what this one looked like, but normally I would buy the little plantlings. Okay, this one is like the little pot I thought it was. So it's like a little, here are the seeds, and you put it in, like you soak this, it's like a fertilizer pod, and you put the seeds on top and you soak it and it starts growing. So that one's sweet basil. I used to have basil, and then one of the tenants got rid of it by accident. So I have that one, and I have another tomato one. This one's a little different. It's like the other one, the one I just showed you. It's just a tomato grow kit, but it doesn't say what type of tomato. It just says non-GMO, 100% natural foods. So that one, and I love basil. Um, this one doesn't say the tomatoes either. It just says 100% organic. It'll grow up to 10 pounds of tomatoes, grow virtually anywhere, anytime, indoors or outdoors. So, kind of cool. I already have tomato cages. I just need, hopefully it'll be successful this time. And so that's why I'm using different containers. But I need to prune my lemon tree a little bit. I need to pull down all the morning glories in the backyard. The Steals and Deals is all of their channel, I think. I think it's specifically all of their channel. For, like, having taken over the MSP auction, Adam. Yeah, my allergies are really bad then too, but if I don't eat processed food, it's not as bad for me. It does. I mean, just going outside helps your psyche. Like, I was starting to feel better from the flu. My dad had already gone home. I had slept for like 2 days straight. I was starting to feel better, so I sat on the porch, and the little feral kitties were coming to visit me, and I don't know, just sitting outside really does great things for your psyche. You know, like my dad told me today, he's been cleaning his backyard. You know, they had taken down a plum tree, and he's been cutting it down. He repaired the wheelbarrow. You know, just being outside and doing stuff. He picked tangerines from the neighbor's tree, or tangerines? No, whatever the other one. Mandarins? Mandarins. It's just good for your psyche, I agree. Oh, really, Pat? Interesting, because your weather there in Singapore it's like spring, summer all the time. Hay fever. Past 6 years have been eating spoonful of local unpasteurized honey, and it really helps. Yeah, true. The honey never goes bad either. You know, I used to get local honey, and I used to spend kind of a lot. Then I realized, well, you know, a lot of the pollens or plants that we have get blown in from 100 miles away, and the bees are pollinating anything and everything. And so I I just buy regular natural honey, and that seemed to even help me as well, because the local honey was so expensive for me. And you know, I think it said like made in California, so I felt like, oh, okay, that's probably good enough. But yes, you should get local honey, because they're pollinating your local the pollens or pollens that are in the air, or they're pollinating the local plants and flowers, excuse me. And so it makes more sense to do the local, but I just couldn't afford it. I had to quit buying it and just get the stuff from, California natural honey. And it seems to still be okay. The only problem I find with honey is it's so sweet. So sickly sweet, And I'm not really into sweets. Hi, Mary Lou. Let's see. I am in Sacramento, and I'm about, I'd say an hour and a half from San Francisco. About an hour and 40 minutes from San Francisco. So I'm on the edge of Sacramento, and if you want to buy some decor, email me. I have some large artwork too. I have some armchairs, tables, side tables, you name it, I got it. Come see me. Or if you need me to stage your home if you're selling it. Oh, that's kind of what happened with my dad's plant too, Pat. It grew really big, the tomato plant, and we kept trimming, pruning it. And it would get the blossoms for the tomatoes, and it would actually start to grow the little tiny green tomatoes. They were cherry tomatoes, but then they would stop growing, and they would never ripen, ever. They would never ripen. So my dad and I kind of gave up, but I mean, my aunts, they used to grow such nice, wonderful, big tomatoes, and I thought, you know what? I want tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. I mean, I don't have a problem buying them, but I would like to have my own tomatoes. And I would like to get an avocado tree, a tangerine tree, a lime tree, maybe a grapefruit tree too. Wouldn't that be cool if I could sell like my lemons and grapefruits and tangerine, everything that I don't eat? Like, so you can only eat so much. Like my lemons go to waste. I can only eat so many. I give them to neighbors. I give them to my dad, to my sister. But wouldn't that be cool if I could sell them locally? Let's see. Unpasteurized honey contains pollen and other active ingredients like royal jelly that are fantastic for our health. I know it's expensive, but well worth it. I know. I know, it's so true. The other thing, though, it is kind of hard for me to have honey. It's so sweet. But I used to put apple cider vinegar in it and lemon and just melt it and then take it like a shot. That's fine, because it cuts the sweetness. Yeah, I like doing that. But yeah, I should invest a little bit in getting local honey. And what else have I? Oh, I got also from the dollar store just some more plastic gloves. They're like a fabric and plastic, just for when I'm planting. And I know I sent Pat one of these, and I sent Francis one of these. These little donuts. They're magnets. Aren't they so cute? And they smell like sweet, like donuts. I just think, and I've never been able to find them again. I love them. I keep looking for them too. It's weird how they smell sweet, because I got a bigger one, like a big size donut, regular size donut, at the 99-cent store, and sorry you guys, and it smells the same way. I love it. Look how cute that is. Okay, goodbye, Maria. Have a good day at work. Thank you. Yes, you too. Pat, you're jealous of my lemon tree. Even when it was in a pot and it was like a stick and had like one little other branch going like that, which I think was grafted, by the way, with grapefruit. It started growing lemons then. I wouldn't get very many, like 3 or 4 at a time, but then once I transplanted it over by my window, it just took off. And I never anticipated it to grow so much, Look at, I don't know if you could see them in the corner over here. But it just took off, like right away. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? How did your sale go? So that's kind of my plan. You know me, guys. I'm pretty determined, and when I start a project, I try to get it done, and because there's nothing worse than like quitting a project halfway through and then trying to pick it up again. So I have to work in the backyard too, because it's overgrown, like a full-on jungle back there. My gazebo that I have back here, it has lattice that we cut for the roof, and the morning glories are just, woven through it. I want to get rid of the morning glories. It's so hard. I pull them down every year, except on the gazebo because they're so stuck on the lattice. I think Brian's coming down. And I have clothes in the dryer. I know he wants to use the dryer. When we had really high winds, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was like 2 days of like really high winds, and it kind of loosened the lattice from, because I just had them on there with zip ties, and I replace the zip ties like every year or every other year. They get brittle and they break, and so they've couple of them have fallen. They're like hanging by like one zip tie, so I have to take them down and pull my ladder out and get up there and put new zip ties and cut the morning glory off. I mean, it's like a job. It's like a day job, a whole day job. It's a lot of work because I want to cut all that morning glory. And actually, some of the morning glory is growing inside of my window. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. And look at, I have my electric lawnmower in here because I'm selling it. Okay, let's see. I need to take that Valentine's stuff down. Let's see. It is right here, right? Okay, hold on. Right next to where that heart is in the middle, that heart, right over to the right of that heart. There's morning glory that will come growing through. They grow through my windows, so they gotta go. I have to pull them down every year, like twice. Oops. I'm ridiculous. Oh, good, I'm glad. Yeah, I went live to make a quick announcement for a benefit auction, and then I didn't want to take too much time, but I had to do it today because Cindy asked me to do it last night and I forgot. And we're running short in time, so the benefit auction is February 22nd for cricket. So I did that really quick, and I said, okay, everyone, I'm gonna go because, I know Jennifer's on right now, but I was trying to come on after Jewelry Nurse's thing, and then I got interrupted, and then you came on, and I thought, okay, I just got to do it, and then people can come back and watch the video if they want to. So, yes. Look at that. Why do we all sit so hunched? I have a bad habit of that lately, it seems like. But, anyways, so I came back on because I needed to reboot my Decor channel again, and I just wanted to talk about everything that I wanted to do what is that in my hair? In my house. And I have so many projects to do. I have my stairs to do, the family room to do, to finish the catio, the backyard, my bedroom. I'm not going to get it all done, but I definitely want to get the family room done, the catio, and the stairs for sure. And what I'm going to do with the stairs, because it's wood underneath, it's just plywood or MDF, I can't remember. And I'm going to pull it, paint it high gloss, dark gray, and then I'm going to take, those runner carpets that you can get that they sell on a roll at like Home Depot and Lowe's? Sorry, you guys. I'm going to get a dark gray. I don't want black, and I don't want white or cream or anything like that. So like a taupe or dark gray. And I'm just literally going to nail that or staple gun it to the steps in the middle. And after, maybe every 6 months I'll replace it. Or a year, just seeing how it goes for traffic-wise. But I just want it to be cleaner, and I want the stairs to look and feel cleaner. I feel like so much gets stuck in the carpet, and I hate vacuuming the stairs. Hey, Dawn. How are you? I was just talking again about, finishing staining my floors, the family room, and then I was gonna do my stairs, and ugh. I know I could do it actually all by myself, but it is a lot of work. It is, no lie. And I kind of broke one of my dad's sander, hand sander. It was one of his better ones. So we had the other sander, but it didn't work as good on the floor. So we need to like get another one. So that's going to be an expense. But we'd had it for 3 years. We used it a lot. But I have all the materials except for a really good sander. But I could probably get away with the smaller space using the sander that he has. So I think I'll probably just do that. But I'm just going to start ripping it up, the carpet. And I just love how this donut smells. Yeah, so that's that. And then, oh, Dawn, if you need me to stage your house, let me know. Because I think you said you're thinking of moving. I don't know if I heard that right, but if you want me to stage it, let me know. Okay, you're staying in your house, or are you going to be moving? I will tell you this, having the floors all like gray kind of really expands it, makes it look a little bigger. But it's very echoey in that front room because it's very high ceilings. Hi, Mr. Meerkat. My dog looks like a meerkat. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, well that's cool. That's really good. So will your son live there and have tenants, or he'll just keep it in the family as a rental? That's pretty cool. You know what? You might want to do the staining of the floors in, because it really is a cleaning or cleaner yeah, cleaner option. I think. Um, what else? I mean, oh, I just have so much that I want to do. So if you guys know anyone who's giving away cyclone fencing, let me know if you're in Northern California. I will be looking for it though on Craigslist. And then what else am I need to find a glass door for the garage. Yeah. I think I sent you a picture, right? On Facebook. Oh, I just got a message on Facebook. No, I'm not. I'm not on Nextdoor. I am at my other house, for the other house, but not in this. Okay, sorry. I was just reading my message. I'm at my other house for Nextdoor in that area, but not here. Okay, good. Oh, good. Thank you. I love it. It's so much cleaner. So I think at some point too, what I'll do is in the kitchen, pull up the vinyl and do it gray also. So that means I'll have to buy 2 more 5-gallon buckets and mix it with the paint, at least with one of the 5-gallon bucket, to get it, like it all match all the colors. Because even though you buy that color, it's never always exact same color when they mix it. And I'm gonna go get the color chart, and I'll show you guys what I got. Hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go grab it. Ouch. So, I'll show you guys this first. The color was Driftwood that I used. And it is by Valspar. And we skipped 2 steps. We didn't use their cleanser. And we didn't use their the sealer, and there was something else. The floor prep. So we skipped quite a few, like 3 steps, but I purposely didn't want the sealer because I didn't want it slippery. And there are other colors, like there's some that look kind of transparent, which is what my dad has at his house. His kind of looks like a terracotta translucent. It's real, and he used that color and a little bit of black and like a golden brown. So it's like a terracotta, like marble almost looking. Really pretty, but I wanted solid color on my floors. So I used Driftwood, and then I bought 4 5-gallon cans, so it's about $79 total. And you can do your outside with it, your kitchen. So that's what I'm planning on doing in my kitchen, is just the same color gray. Sarah, do you mind? And I didn't buy any of oh, that was what I skipped. The etching. I didn't etch the cement. I didn't need to etch it. I knew stain would accept into the concrete, so we skipped that step. And we came up with our own cleanser because it was way cheaper. Anyway, so it's by Valspar, and I really loved it. I loved the idea. It's a lot cleaner. My dad used it on a client's house, and they loved it. Let's see. Oh, go on Next Door. They'll probably find whatever you want for free if you do the big neighborhood radius thing. Okay. It was a ton of work, though. Yeah, sounds like it was super inexpensive, though. Oh my gosh, it was super inexpensive. I mean, you can rent a grinder or sander. You know, they're not that much money, actually, but, you know, we were trying to keep our costs down. My dad had 2 sanders, and I broke one of them, but it was older. And, you know, you buy, like, cement patch. That was not very much, I think $10. The paint was $79. We bought TSP to clean the floor, to degrease it, and then just washed it after that with water. We put a little vinegar too, and that was it. I mean, we had a week to get it all done, and we put 2 coats on it, and we got it done. So I'm going to try to do it by myself here for the family room, so I don't have to bother my dad. Because it's hard, you know, you're kneeling. The pulling up the carpet and pad is easy. It's just the idea of you're on your knees and you're, you know, pulling it up. And, but yeah, I mean, I know my neighborhood does a pickup too for all the stuff. Like, I want to get rid of my mattress. I want to get rid of the extra carpet that I have. And what else do I want to get rid of? Oh, another mattress. My one cat ruined it. Scratched it, you know. And then I want to, and I'll film this, I want to redo my light fixture in the entryway. I got a really cool mid-century modern wire fruit bowl from Home Goods. Actually, I got it for free. It was when I had bought all this stuff from the stager, and I didn't anticipate her throwing in all the decor on top of it. I thought it was just the furniture. So all that stuff was like considered free. So I took that, I drilled a hole in it, and I made it into a light fixture, and I like it. But I want something that hangs a little bit lower and it's more substantial. It's a really dark entryway. It's, the part of the house is very shaded, and so it doesn't get a lot of light. So I want something hanging. So I want to think of something different, but I want to show you guys the style that I really love. And this is, I feel like, the epitome of kind of like California, Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright? You know who I'm talking about. I gotta cover my address, so. This is totally my style, but I don't want to do the whole house this way. I do want it to be more minimalistic, and I feel like I'm very cluttered right now. So I did just sell some chairs that were similar to that, and I regret it. I knew I was going to regret it. They were big, square, pottery barn, seagrass, woven and lacquered. But I was afraid the cats were going to get to it. I didn't know I was going to build the catio. So I really want to get down to very little furniture in my house so I can, move the furniture, sweep and mop. But this is like really my style. I love the natural woods, the natural like wicker and fibers, and that's wood. And then my dad, we have at my other house one of those cacti that are like that. Exactly like it. I didn't know you could put it inside. But that's kind of like an open, well, no, they have it inside. So I could bring it here, and I can make that divider. It's wood. And then the beams, I have beams in the front room, but they're covered in sheetrock. I could actually take the sheetrock off of that wood and stain them too if I wanted. But they had, they built this house, we asked them not to cover it with sheetrock, and they're like, we have to. It's part of, the finishing of the house. So I would like to do that at some point. I mean, this isn't going to happen in a summer or anything, but I would like to work on these things, I don't really like this couch, though. It's too squishy looking. But I like the whole look, I still like farmhouse. I still like all white and cream and, neutral colors and, But I wish I would have kept some of that furniture, and I did sell it not that long ago. But I didn't know I was going to do the catio. Such a bummer. Hi, Lydia. How are you? Well, if you pay your dad, I'll be having to come along too, because gosh, it's just really nice, how it turns out. He did this client of his, and they wanted to do the epoxy, and they saw my floors, and they wanted to do the stain instead because they were on a time frame and they needed it to dry and move in really quickly. So we talked them into, well, we didn't really have to talk them into the floors. They liked them. And we told them how quickly they dried, and they went for it. So my dad did that. They picked the same color, which I think is funny. They liked the color that I had. And yeah, so let me know if you want him to do them. Let's see, my thing is that my house is so small that I have no space to put all my furniture and junk, or I would have gotten my floors done already. Flooring companies want your house bare where I am. Yeah, so so it would be best to do one room at a time. And if you can, let's say you have your family room, right? We would have to put everything into another room or outside. And I mean, like your sofa, coffee table, everything, even if you turn it up on its end, just so it fits somewhere, because it needs to be cleaned, it needs to be, the floor prepped, Then we do one coat and then a second coat. And then you can you have the option of doing the clear sealer on it, which I didn't do, but you can do it. Um, and then that will go on top of it. And because cement is such a porous thing, like you can literally put the sealer on top of it within like a day, because it's breathing from underneath, from the ground. It's porous and the sides and everything. So there's no problem with that. And plus, us living in California, it dries really quickly. Um, you know, I like modern. I've had modern, ultra modern, like West Elm modern, Crate and Barrel kind of modern too. When I was married, when I was single, and I've had mid-century even when I was single. And then we got our furniture. It was kind of like Pottery Barn style, and it's like this cozy furniture. And I just kind of went with that, and I do like it. But here in California, I mean, it's like, how cozy do we need it? Like, I never use this chair. I do use my couches, but I don't use the big chair. Like, I don't need all this stuff, this furniture. Like, I want to, like, get rid of it and just have like a sofa and maybe two chairs, side chairs. But it is nice, like when my dad and I were both sick, I brought him to my house to help take care of him. So he had one sofa and I had the other sofa, and we were both like laying on the sofas. and um and so it is nice for that. I mean, but I really want to be able to just like have more open space. And I'll be honest, one day when I'm rich and famous, I want to put in this whole wall here, like have, I mean, you can't because it's not, doesn't bear the weight, but I want to put in like where you can open and close it, to the outside, and same with that wall instead of just being a window. But we have so many mosquitoes, so I have to rethink that maybe. I don't know. Or and a screen, maybe do an outside porch and I screen it in, because I'm in this house for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be designing it now more for me. So I thought about taking the cabinet doors off and making it more like lighter and brighter. I thought about not getting rid of the tile counters, but building wood counters over it. There's just so much I want to do. At the time, I don't have. Oh, do you, Pat? Pat, you have a really nice style too. Yeah, that sofa is too squishy. I don't like it at all. I need like a firm back, and I sold one. In fact, I have a whole other set in the front room I was going to donate. I think I'm just going to recover it because I like that it's a hardback and it's modern, but it's a little too, what's the word? Feminine, I think, for me. It's, yeah, it was from Z Gallery, and it's just really feminine. And I don't want that. It's like a slipper back. But the set that I have here in my family room is just a big, like, Pottery Barn set. Like a big chair, an ottoman, and a sofa, and a love seat. But I'm getting rid of my seagrass rug. I'm tossing it all. It's all going in the garbage. I've had it for years. I don't know what's living in it. Who knows? I don't want to find out. It's going. Carpet's going. It's all going. Yeah, hire people to like swat all the mosquitoes. That's funny. Oh, no, I know what you meant. This one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it does have my address on here, huh? Let's see. Let me use something smaller to cover my address. I mean, almost all you guys know where I live, but the rest of the world doesn't need to know. Okay. Yeah, this couch is way too squishy. And I think it's leather. So I don't buy any leather anyway, but The chairs that I had were more awesome than that, and I sold them. Ugh. But I think I am gonna go get this cactus from my dad's house. It's literally this big. And I'm gonna put it in a big terracotta inside the house by the window. And I'm gonna build that. Look how awesome that is. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I kind of don't like this chair though. I like the idea of it, but I don't like how it looks like Mork and Mindy, that kind of 60s modern, you know? So much I want to do. Pinky promised to never stalk you. Hey, then I'll know where you live too. I could stalk you. Yeah, it looks like an egg chair. I don't really like that, but I like the natural material. And the ones that I had, they were square and big, like armchairs. Oh, I so regret selling them. I so regret it. I sold them for too cheap too. Oh, so sad. I got rid of them because the cats, I know, would try to use them, as clawing them up. And I have like seagrass ottomans. I need to sell those because I know they'll destroy those. So I'm going to sell those. I have a big one and a smaller one, and they're lined and you can use them for storage. I need to get rid of those. I brought them to my house, so I have so much I need to sell. What else? So I'm going to be documenting me cleaning my backyard because it's literally like a jungle out there. So if you guys like that kind of video and you want to see it on my channel, just let me know, because I'm kind of done with buying little tchotchkes and little things here and there. I got caught up in it and now I'm like, oh my god, what do I do with it all? It's too much. So I'm trying to like downsize again. So annoying. I shouldn't have done that, but I got caught up in the whole cuteness of farmhouse, which I still like. But I don't want a bunch of small things. I want like bigger things, Let's see. It was a good decision to get rid of the chairs. No regrets. Oh, I know, because they would have gotten ruined. I'm dogs videos? Oh. I don't understand that, but okay. Maybe you meant to say something else. Oh, my makeup is all messed up. Yeah, and then the counters. So I want to start with my kitchen island, and I want to make literally like a cover over the kitchen island of like wood, and then I'll lacquer it, and it'll be my kitchen island, but in a lighter color wood, because the base is that cherry wood color. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna look. I guess I can try it. Oh, no. I still love, sorry. I still love Farmhouse, if that's what it was. I still love Farmhouse. Absolutely. I've stopped buying though because I have so much. Like, what can I do with it all? I have so much. And I used to just stick to the basics. And like I had bought a bunch of cloches. I collected cloches throughout the years, which I'm glad I have those. And I like putting decor underneath the cloches. But I mean, I'm looking at my 2-tier tray over here, and I feel like, oh my god, I have so much stuff. And I just don't want to buy any more. Like, no more. Oh dear. Okay. No, thank you for thinking of me. You didn't have to get me anything. My gosh. Now I'm excited to see. What did I get? Can you give me a hint? It's not a cat, is it? Okay, so you would like to see the progress of my yard, Pat? Ooh, so I'm going to take a before video. Oh my god. It's so embarrassing out there. Even my fountain, the first top 3 layers have red algae in it right now. The bottom one has like swamp water like from Louisiana. Oh, you know what Carol sent me? Um, oh, I left it over here because I was going to put it out for spring. She sent me some faux artichokes. Yeah, artichokes. Why does it sound funny? And what else? A little ceramic royal blue and white bunny, which reminds me of Mexican pottery. So that I definitely like. I can't wait to put it next to my blue and white stuff. Pat, I'm gonna send you a lemon tree. I guess we can't send plants, huh? Across the borders and all that. Yeah. Darn it, because they grow really easily, and they would grow so great for you on your balcony, Pat. Anna Lee! Oh no, I love Anna Lee. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, I love Anna Lee. I have never been. I remember it from the 70s, and I remember seeing it in the mall. They had like an Anna Lee store. And I told my mom, can we just go in there? And she's like, it's so expensive, honey, let's not. And I'm like, I just want to look. And so we'd go in there, and the prices were outrageous back then. And now they still make them, but they're like in um, Ross, Home Goods, all those stores now. And but they're more affordable. But I just never like bought myself one. But I love Anna Lee. I love those little characters. I think it was an Anna Lee store. Um, so did you grow up around here, Dawn? Because it was Sunrise Mall, and I remember um, there there was the store. I think it was Macy's or Weinstocks at the time. Yeah, it was Weinstocks at the time. And the store when you came out of Weinstocks to your left on the corner was either an Anna Lee store or it was the one next to that. And for a long time, that corner store was a wig shop. Remember when wigs were big in the 70s and early 80s? And I think it was an Anna Lee or like a Hallmark type of store where they carried Anna Lee. I don't know. But I don't know if it, I can't remember exactly. But I just remember seeing like the big mice, and I thought they were so cute, and their little faces, and they had like blush on their little faces. Sorry, you guys. I just ate before I came on here. I had jalapeno cottage cheese boats. They're so addicting. Oh, I can't wait to put it in my two-tiered tray. Thank you for thinking of me. That's so nice. But do you remember Sunrise Mall? Like back in the day, when it was like the mall and then Birdcage Mall, Birdcage Walk they called it, across the street from Sunrise Mall. They had an Arden Mall, but it wasn't like, it was kind of dingy until they redid it. And then Arden Mall became like the mall. And then now, well, then they had the downtown mall and they got rid of it recently. And what's the other mall now? Did they never replace that mall? I don't know. I'm not really into malls. I had to work in a mall for so many years. I'm sick of malls. I hate going into them. Oh, right, they had the theater there. That's right, they did have the Rocky Horror Picture Show there. I've never been to that. Can you believe it? It's such a cult thing, kind of like, what's that movie, Clockworth Orange? Is that how you say it? Yeah, malls are dying out. It's like, where are people gonna go? Where are you gonna do your speed walking? My mom used to speed walk at Sunrise Mall. Then she would get a coffee with her girlfriend at Laboo. Come here, girl. You want to come up? So, anyways, I've been gone from doing decor. I've been doing it in my house, but I haven't been filming it because I haven't had time. But I'm getting Clockwork Orange. That's the name of it. Yeah. I haven't had time to actually film, edit, all that good stuff. I literally just been doing jewelry, going on live, trying to sell. It's a supplemental income now for my dad and I, and that's all we've been doing, really. Come here, Sarah. Oh, let go, let go. She's. Can you guys hear her? Chera, what you doing, Chair Bear? Huh? What are you doing, girl? So, yeah, she's older kitty, so she stays inside. I don't put her in the catio. I do have a heater out there, but I still don't want her out there because she's older. I think she's 12 now. Yeah, I think she's 12. Um, she was a little rescue too, but I mean, she had a good home initially. Um, and Midnight I don't put out in the catio because he's kind of on and off sickly, you know. I want to keep an eye on him. But so yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, that's what I've been up to. I've been doing jewelry. I've been working on the house, you know, working on the catio, selling jewelry on this channel. So if you're watching and I come on live selling jewelry, just say hi, because I do get people unsubscribing, and I understand because they're thinking, you're a decor channel, you know, I didn't sign up for this. So I understand, but I do it because sometimes I have issues getting on my regular jewelry channel, and or there's issues with freezing and buffering. So I come on this channel because I can use my cell phone and I don't have that issue. I need to get like a cable to hardwire it from my laptop to my what's it called? My Wi-Fi router. I think that'll solve a lot of the problem. Let's see, can you send me a pic of the catio whenever you get around to it? Sure. Maybe when I finish it. We put up walls. We didn't finish with the walls. It's still a work in progress, but the cats love it. I left my totes in there. So it's still storage, but they can sleep on the totes. They can run around on the totes. Then they have their little houses, and they have scratching posts in there. And then the part that we're making is the outside dog run area is going to be their outside catio area. And so we're going to that's where I'm putting the cyclone fencing. But I need a glass door for them. I want a little more light in there, natural light. Because they all sit like at the big window at a certain time of day. And then they'll sit up, you know, there's like windows up on the garage door. They'll sit up really high. I have these other totes, and they can look out that window and get more sun too. They love that window because you can kind of see the lake, the man-made lake across the way. And I guess, you know, we get like condors like circling out here, and they're infatuated with the condors. Or I think they're condors. They look like condors. I don't know what they are. They look like them. Kind of look like vultures, but so I've been but I've been consumed with just life, stuff I've had to take care of personally, things going on in my life, you know, like my dad had surgeries. I had a lot going on. I've been selling jewelry. It's a supplemental income, so it's hard to like not do it anymore. But I need to keep up with my decor because I do enjoy it, and I want you guys to see my progress in the yard. And yeah, you know, I want you to see the before and after because it's really scary. Sarah, get down. So, I mean, guys, if anyone's watching this after the fact, can you guys tell me what you would like to see? I am still going to be continuing with a really neutral, natural palette, but I will be adding in more woods because I really like that. So if it's something, there's something you want to see specifically, because I kind of get tired of always just doing my coffee bar, my mantle, my kitchen home tours, my regular home tours. You know, like I want to finish my projects, you know, and get that really, and not put out so many videos, but maybe put out videos twice a week and then do a live, you know. Let's see. Oh, right. Right now, how it would work is there's a storm door that goes to the outside area, and there's like a doggy door, but we keep it closed right now, and because we haven't put up the cyclone fencing, so it's a very long dog run, and we're going to be putting the cyclone fencing basically on the side of the fence, the wood fence, and over. And it might have to come down for stability because there's no way we can attach it to the stucco of the house. So it might have to go like fencing, fencing, and fencing, because it has to be, it can't just be like netting on the top. It has to be like the cyclone, you know, portion. So and then I'm going to put netting on top of that, the shade netting, you know, the shade stuff. It's like dark black, so that it's shaded, because it gets a lot of sun in the summer at a certain time of day. So that part is not done at all. We haven't even touched it. You know, I haven't even thought out like exactly how it's going to work, but I don't want to just put cyclone fencing on the top and of the wood fence and then down on one side, because I don't trust the wood fence. It needs to be replaced at some point, and if like a picket fence or a picket falls out, then the cats would get out. So that's why I want to put cyclone fencing on each side of the house, the fence, and on top. That way they can climb, they can see, they can be outside, which these cats have never been outside unless they've gotten out. But yeah, I remember seeing that one that you showed me from Wayfair. There's got to be a way to attach it to your house, like via a side door, like a doggy door. You know what I mean? That's totally possible. Yeah, send me that picture again, because I think that could be possible, really. And how many kitties do you have? Hey, Manji. Oh, no, it's okay, Don. Shh. Manji, how are you? You need to email me, Manji. Manji, aren't you coming to California in like a couple weeks? So, yeah. That's why I want to like show more projects than just decorating my mantle, my coffee bar. You know what I mean? Not good. Been in a lot of pain. Oh no, what's wrong, Manji? I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, how nice. Get, oh, 2 more kittens. Yeah, there'll be plenty of them. Come on, baby. Um, I have the Maltese one outside. She's my cat now, I guess. And she comes in at night, and I put her in the bathroom. And every time I go out there to grab her, like she knows how it works. So she'll like get up from her little. I have a big terracotta glazed pot. She lays in it, and she doesn't want me to take her inside. But then she loves being inside. She's such a tease, you know. So, Oh, Manji, tell me what you. Well, you know what? Maybe you should just email me because if you don't want to stay on here, um, but yeah, a lot of stuff I want to do. But I want to show more of the projects than like little decorating things. You know, like I want to show what I'm building, what I'm making, what I'm repairing, uh, making my coffee table, making that divider. Oh, I love this divider. It's so awesome. I don't even see the hinges on it though. But I love how the wood on top is kind of wavy. Isn't that so cool? Oh, I'm definitely bringing that cactus for sure. So, guys, I think I'm going to go because my voice is starting to get kind of raspy. When I talk so long, it kind of gets raspy. And I start coughing a lot. Cats are crazy. Oh my gosh. Sarah is so domineering. I know, Manji. Gosh, I hope you feel better, but you can email me or find me on Facebook. Go get an enchilada. Actually, I'm fine. I'm not hungry. I might have a salad. I don't know what time it is. Oh no, it's too late. I'll probably just maybe have a couple mandarins. I've already lost 15 pounds, but 10 of it was from the flu. And I might have lost more than that, but I'm just kind of guesstimating because I just weighed myself not that long ago. But I was really careful after my flu and I wanted to continue losing weight. You want an enchilada? Don't they do Grubhub with Taco Bell? So I may have lost a little more than 15, but I doubt it. It's probably been about 15. Yeah, but 10 of it was like from, fluids lost during the flu. And so I thought, I mean, you can't even eat when you have the flu. So my stomach kind of shrunk. So I thought, I'm going to take advantage of this and I'm going to keep up with it. So before I got sick, I started eating more salads again. And I've been continuing that. And although today and on Valentine's Day, I did have some chocolates. And I don't even eat them regularly. I think because they're just here, I've been eating them. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. So, yeah, I'm not going to. I need to give them to my dad because I'll eat them. But they were good. They were salty from the caramel inside and smooth chocolate. But yeah, I think I should go because my cough is getting worse. Yeah, so I'm moving, I'm going with it, and the first, 5, 7 pounds is water rate. I'm sure the first 10, especially when you're on the flu, having flu and you're losing fluids. But after that, I mean, I've been careful, and so yeah, I want to get back to where I was. Hello, games made of cardboard. That's funny. So guys, until next live, maybe I'll come on every Sunday for for Decor, my Decor channel. Any tips for a waterlogged garden? Oh gosh, the corner of my yard used to get waterlogged because it had a lot of clay in the soil. So we had to find a way to break down that clay. A lot of new developed areas are clay ground or clay ground. That sounds funny. Or there's a lot of clay in the ground. So you have to break down the clay, and yes, you put sand in it, and so it can break it up and create the drainage that you need, and rocks. So we did do a lot of river rocks. So when I planted my lemon tree here in front of my kitchen window, which you see the lemons there, it branches out. It literally took off because it took a few years to break down that clay, But I remember when I first moved in here, every tree I put in that corner, because of the amount of clay, it just died. It was so waterlogged, never drained. So I had lost 2 pine trees. I took them out. We started putting sand, and over the years, like, it started getting better. And then when I planted the lemon tree, same thing. I added sand to the soil, and it just really took off. Yeah, so exactly, sand and rocks, drainage, like little rocks, like little pebble kind of rocks, so it can move through the water. But you have to break that clay down, and then you can buy stuff at like Home Depot or Lowe's. But I was just trying to do the cheaper route, and I just did the sand. That really did help though. And then we did something else. There was like oh, what was it? Was it lime? No, something like that though, that helped break it down quickly too. I don't remember what that was, but you can use shell. Like if you live in the South, and a lot of people in the South have broken oyster shells. You can use oyster shells. You can use sand, anything like that. But yeah, that really does help. Oh, your whole garden is clay. Wow. Well, buy a few bags of sand. It really does help actually pretty quickly, because like I literally just threw that lemon tree there and it took off. It really did. I mean, it had like 3 or 4 fruits, and it was like a stick with like an offshoot of a stick. And then when we planted it, it like grew so quickly, and I mean really quickly. Within the season, it had grown and had more lemons. I have lemons all year long except for October. Do you just pour sand on the lawn? Oh, I wouldn't pour it on the lawn. Um, are you saying your lawn is waterlogged too? Because what you want to do is pull your lawn, like cut it, pull it back, so you're saving the roots and your lawn. And you need to put the sand under the lawn area and mix it up a little bit. Like if you have some kind of I can't remember what they're called, but they mix up, it's like a motorized thing, and you mix up like a cultivator, what is it called? Rototiller. They have small ones. But you need to pull back your lawn to do that. Miracle-Gro, yeah, that's right. They have something too for clay. Yeah. I think a really cheap option is sand. Yeah, so if you can, cut your lawn, pull it back, because you know how it comes on strips, and it's usually still stuck together. I mean, even years later, you could literally almost pull it back and try to mix it in. But you might lose your lawn, because sometimes, I mean, you have to work fast. Like you can't like pull back your lawn and then go back the next day and try to, mix in the sand. Like you need to make sure the roots of the lawn stay moist and they don't dry out. So it's a process. You got to work, within the day, pull it back, cultivate the sand into the clay and the soil, and then put back the lawn and water it, because you want it to start, it's the roots start going back and down into like that mixture. I mean, I've done that before at my other house, because it was really squishy in certain parts of the yard, and I literally cut it, pulled back the lawn, and added, sand, and mixed it up a little bit and put it back. And I didn't think it was gonna work, but it did. It did work. It was just a quick and inexpensive fix, and I did that in 3 spots at my dad's house. Yeah, and it worked fine. Um, Anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna go, because I know I'm gonna start coughing again, and it's so annoying for me, and I'm sure for you guys too. But thanks, guys, for hanging in there, and thanks for talking decor with me. And I'll be working on my yard soon. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm doing. And hold on, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if my video. Okay, yeah, I do see my live video now. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Francis. I kind of see it in my face a little bit, but I still have like my turkey gerbil here, and I mean, I need to lose everything else. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Yes, I need to call my dad real quick, and I'm gonna try to get to bed a little early. And I pray that those darn motorboats are not gonna be going up and down the waterway with their stupid motorboats. Oh, thank you, Don. Thank you, Manji. Please email me. Like, I want to hear more about, how you're doing. All right, guys. If I could send you my lemons, I would. So, guys, have a good night. And maybe I'll come on. I'm going to try to come on maybe Sunday afternoon. I think that would be better for me. Because I hate coming on too late. Because then I get tired and I hit a wall and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. So I will see you guys later. I will start to be more consistent, I promise, on this channel with decor, because I do have a lot of projects I want to complete. And so I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.